Good morning. We are here at the Heaton Flat trailhead for the Bridge to Nowhere. And today we're going to do Iron Mountain, the fun way. So essentially what we have to do is hike the Bridge to Nowhere trail past the bridge, past the Iron Fork, all the way past Fish Fork, where we'll find the base of Iron Mountain from its north ridge. Then we're gonna climb that, which is gonna involve some heavy brush followed by some steep terrain. A lot of people don't even go past the bridge, let alone up the north ridge of Iron. Have I done this before? Yes. Do I have everything I need? Absolutely. Am I in shape for this? No. But we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it our best shot. So I'm on the Bridge to Nowhere trail currently, and as beautiful as this trail is, I've got a really long day ahead of me. On top of that, you could find 100 videos documenting the Bridge to Nowhere trail. So in the interest of time, I'm going to refrain from doing any video footage in this section and skip to the point where we get past the bridge. All right. Whoa. These are pretty cool. I just picked these teleportation gloves up off of traverseoutdoors.com, and it seems like it functions just fine. Anyway, we have reached the infamous Bridge to Nowhere, and now the fun begins. From what I recall, everything past the bridge is a lot of water wading, staying close to the creek bed, finding whatever use trails you can, and also avoiding poison oak when possible. There are definitely some use trails here. People do backpack this route from Vincent Gap, and there are a lot of like miners that come out here searching for gold. But for the most part, this is a very wild part of the East Fork. So you'll have to just do your best to stay aware and constantly orient yourself as you go along. I just ate shit. That's another thing you should know. You will get wet back here. Unavoidable. At about the 5.5 mile mark, there's a use trail that bypasses the creek bed and stays far to the west side, right along this rock face. I don't want to go too far into navigation on this section because, to be honest, you really just need to find your own way. There are many creek crossings. I don't want someone to get too hung up on trying to follow directions, because that's not what you're going to do in a place like this. You're going to just do your best. And again, I want to reiterate, getting wet is part of the plan. If you're trying to come back here and avoid water, you're just going to waste a lot of time. We've just reached a pretty magnificent section of the East Fork backcountry. We're in the Narrows. God damn it. I'm trying to look cool here, man. We just passed the Iron Fork right around this hillside. This is the ridge line that separates the Iron Fork from the continuation of the East Fork. We have to go about another mile until we reach Fish Fork. Damn it, clean up your shit. Miners. That's right, I said it. It's the miners. Clean up your shit, dude. Take this stuff with you. You brought it in, take it out. You're not man enough, carry it out. Anyway, rant over. This is the magnificent Fish Fork. This is a beautiful sight. What I like about it is the creek flows right along it, but you're in this nice little meadow space with lots of tree and foliage, and it's this really gentle landscape compared to everything we've done before this and everything we're going to continue to do after this. Got a little turned around, went a little bit too far up the path. I've had friends who've gone further up and failed miserably or had a very tough time getting up on the ridge. We're just basically gonna go straight up the mountain. I know this doesn't look like much fun, and it won't be. I'm not here to defend that, but this is definitely around where we can go. I might cruise around a little bit more to see if I could find something better. What I'm more committed to doing right now is filling up all of my bottles with water, because It is a 91-degree day. It's the hottest day of the week. This is gonna be a relentless push that is completely exposed. So I'm going to be drenched the entire way up, and I really have to prepare myself and my body for what it's about to go through. So I'm gonna drink about 2 liters and filter about 3.5. We've hiked for 8.5 miles and we've climbed 2,000 feet. I am going to commit to this shale field here as my route and see if I can catch the ridge from here. I don't think this is the same place I've done it before, but it looks fairly safe. Anyway, I just spent the last 30 minutes filtering water, drinking a lot of water, and applying sunscreen and sending out a message on my beacon to make sure my emergency contact knows that I am starting right now. Okay, here we go. All right. The bummer about this shaly kind of granite is it's not well placed. Oh man, this is gonna be rugged. Come on. Oh man. Okay. Okie doke. So that's the level of brush we're dealing with right now. It's not the worst I've ever dealt with. Overall, I'm really satisfied with my route selection so far.
5 minutes later.
My route selection has not been great. I'm like traversing this shaly rock face because I was in so much brush that I just had to find another way around. Looks like I'm too far north. According to my GPX, I'm doing my best. A lot of poison oak, a lot of shitty rock, and a lot of brush. But we are hopefully gonna get in the clearing pretty soon. As much as I hate poison oak, this is probably the most beautiful specimen I've ever seen. I'm gonna give a girl these for Valentine's Day. I made it to the ridge proper at the 4,600 foot mark after a very long mistake of a route. Bushwhacking, nonstop. That's definitely a setback. Going to cost me. I don't know if I'll make it now that I'm feeling the heat and feeling the pressure of what this route takes. Well, I've got enough water to go a little further before I have to start making decisions. So let's see what we got. We can now see the ridge and the remainder of it all the way to Big Iron up there. Whew, yeah, you can see it gets very craggy toward the top. We'll see how this goes. Rattlesnake Peak off in the distance. We've got Mount Ross, now center frame, and the remainder of the East Fork up to Vincent Gap. You can see Highway 2 over there, that big triangle rock face where they cut out part of the mountain for a road. Okay, so the route has not gotten any better. I've been crossing the GPX back and forth trying to find a good way, and it's just all brush. I don't remember it being this dense. I don't know if this is just all new growth or what, but this is insane. I mean, at this point, turning back would be almost harder than just continuing. I've got so much work to do either way, and a very limited supply of water. We're at 5,000 feet roughly. I mean, eventually it's gonna clear up, so I just have to get through this. But like looking around here, I'm trying to find a good path and there's just nothing. So here's a cool feature along the route for the North Ridge of Iron Mountain is these cabin ruins. Let's get to them and see what we can find. Yep. Just the way I left it. Pretty cool. A lot of old, like, weird remains. Weird plates and cans and tools. Some scissors. Nice file. And a butter knife. I shared this location to a bunch of St. Gabriel mountain hikers, and none of them knew what it was. That would be on icebratten.com. A bunch of experienced outdoorists in the Angeles Forest that just know everything about the St. Gabriel Mountains. Check it out. I need to keep moving. We got a long way to go. I can hear and see some rock fall coming from Falls Gulch over here. You can see the smoke coming up from the rocks right there. we've reached the 5,400 foot mark, roughly. I gotta say, there's no way that isn't a lot of new growth. I just don't recall going through that much brush on the previous efforts. I think I've done this twice before now. It's just a lot more rugged. Anyway, we are now absolutely committed to making it up to iron. There's just no way I could possibly go back through that. It'd be as difficult as just going up the rest of the way. We are going to continue along the ridge, following more brush, and stay to the right side of the obvious ridge line here. Eventually we'll get to this hump. Past that, we got more difficult class 3 shale and really bad rock to climb. So the priority here is going to be staying absolutely safe and just taking our time. This has been a bit of a shit show, I'm not gonna lie. But found a nice little shady spot. There's a sweet breeze going on. I am like completely cooled down and I'm eating my favorite trail snack, grapefruit. It's nice to take a minute to decompress on these kinds of routes. This has been a lot. The good news is we're out of the very unknown portion. The bushwhacking is just like, oh man, I don't know how to navigate this. The route finding is extremely difficult. And now we're just into the scrambling, which is so much easier. This is nice. They got serious back there. So we've got about 2,500 feet to climb. It's gonna be a lot of shaly rock, but I'm confident in the remainder of the route. Just need to take my time, be safe. Yeah, sorry, my brain is like resetting right now completely. I haven't been relaxed in quite a while. Some of these rock faces on the north face are just absolutely insane. Look at this. What in the world? Not a lot of the Angeles forest looks like this, so it's kind of cool to see just like pure granite slopes and gullies and chimneys. There's probably some really good climbing in there if it's solid, which I doubt. We're making our way up this goddamn ridge. It's crazy. This little chute right here was just shale the whole way up, and at the top I've got to like use tree branches to get out of that, and it's just like the most unique, horrendous version of what a mountain ascent should be. Welcome to the St. Gabriel Mountains, baby. We're closing in on it. 1,600 feet left. Oh man, it is hot. The breeze hasn't been around for a while. I think I'm doing fine on water. If anything, I'll run out on the south ridge of iron. Nope. Come on. Okay. Oh man, this is the best rock I've seen all day. Oh, I'll take it. I'll freaking take it. Oh man. Whew, that doesn't look solid. Well, that's cool. Rock just fell and landed right on this other one, and it just stayed there. That's pretty rad. Whoa! Look at this bad boy. God damn, it's stuck. Woo! Big as my head. Look at that. I am out of gas. I'm at this point just climbing 100 feet, taking a 2-minute break, and then 100 more on repeat. I'm moving so slowly. I've been on the trail for 10.5 hours. Insane, considering I've only come 11 miles since I started. climbed 6,400 feet. We're less than 650 feet from the summit. My bladder is almost empty, I could feel it. And I've got 1 more liter in my pack. Let's go. So I've got to get around this rock face, but none of it really looks good. All right, let's go. Let's see, all of this is bad rock. You really don't want to depend on any of it. And that's really steep. So we want to see if we can get around all of this, find something better. And it looks like I may have found it. Oh yeah, this is where you want to be. So I have to like be really careful to like quadruple check everything I'm using, because all of this is crap. There's a lot more of this down below, a lot of chimneys and crazy stuff like this, but I just failed to film it. So I figured I'd get a little bit before we get to the top. Ooh, see, right there. Come on. Okay, go around this. Oh yeah, baby. Uh-oh. Guess what that is? Come on now. You think I couldn't do it? Did you think for a second that I thought I couldn't do it? That was scary as hell. I was shitting it for a long time there. We are standing atop Iron Mountain #1 inside of the Sheep Mountain Wilderness in the San Gabriel Mountains. I am so pumped that I was able to accomplish the North Ridge of Iron, which is a very not popular way to go up to this summit, but we did it. 7,000 feet and 11.35 miles. It's been 11.5 hours. Damn. We still have to get back 7 miles and 7,000 feet of vertical gain before we're even down to the car. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and absolutely leave a comment. All that kind of stuff helps me understand that you want to see more of this content, and I would love nothing more than to create a bunch of outdoor videos in the Angeles Forest in the Sierra Nevada. So thanks again, and happy hiking. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. I have my teleportation gloves. Hopefully there's still a charge. Let's give it a shot.